Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled.
And the Purdue offense will take over 1st and 10.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. They start the drive, giving the ball to the receiver on an end around.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They're going to run it. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Boilermakers will have to kick it away. He's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team able to bring him down.
And the offense will take over 1st and 10.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. On the ground, it's Smith. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today, receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Gonzalez. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
To pick up the third and short through the air. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Give it to the big fullback here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, they gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Purdue offense will take over. First and 10.
So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Looking for his big tight end. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Contact as he threw it. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Smith. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. And the same runner's got it again. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McCray. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive.
Purdue offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Boilermakers hustle to the line and run the hurry up. Back's got it again. Running through the tackle. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and we've got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
Oh, and he shanked it. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the offense trots back out on the field again. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. What I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Brings up second down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
Wow, the PAT is no good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner.
And the Purdue offense will take over First and 10.
So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Ball handed off. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And the Boilermakers will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Good enough for first down.
Receiver in motion now. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looking to throw it deep. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline.
The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Tries to get it to the running back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The offense going with the hurry up. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. The 30. Inside the 20. Past the 10.
Great job here by the backer, just nearing the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's McCray. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he drops back in the gun. It's an out route. The catch made. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. And the Boilermakers hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
First down for the offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. The Boilermakers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
First down for the offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
Running right through tacklers. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue. Took some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On first and 10, looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
It's second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the single back takes the handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Boilermakers will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And now from the pistol formation. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Returner runs out of bounds.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout called by the offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Single back. Takes the handoff. Jukes to get free. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And that pass falls incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They wasted opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there. Don't make the third down yardage. Here comes the punt team. Bringing you back, it's Branch. And the returner is brought down.
27. And the Purdue offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Now they run a draw play. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, second forever. Everyone in the stadium's expecting a pass, but instead they run the ball for big yards. And I'll tell you what they've done, Chris. They've given themselves a chance, a real chance here now on third down.
He's got a man down the middle. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got...
Looking for a deep completion. Touchdown, Purdue. And the comeback continues. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Purdue.
Touchdown, Purdue. Number 9. With the catch in the end zone.
Extra point try coming now.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And there's the point after.
The extra point is good.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
35. Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense makes their way on the field. Crossing the 40. try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here comes a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Look at this, he'll go deep again. Oh, he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Boilermakers come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air. And
the QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Powers the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout by the offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To send the back in motion. Here's the handoff.
Running back the ball carrier. Picks up 1. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's that defense shifting again. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. So early contact with the defense, that'll push the ball up 5 yards. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
The pocket breaking down. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Here we go on fourth down. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the fourth quarter, working with the lead. It's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do, but now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Tackle at the 40-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Now, to play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Boilermakers come up to the line in the hurry-up. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Gain of 4. Brings up third down.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot in the field.
Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
They'll try to add the lead now for PAT. He's missed the PAT. Wow.
No good.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Turn starts inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26.
And the Purdue offense will take over 1st and 10.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense, he's looking deep here. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So 2nd down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. With the catch, it's Smith. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
And that's good enough for a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. And incompletion makes it 2nd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance ever.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Look out, he's got some space. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And bulldozing his way through. Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. And the running back takes the handoff. Got space, looking to score.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line.
And the Purdue offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show, who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into